Hi. So, just down at Saint Laurent du Var on a bit of a bike ride. It's a beautiful day, look at that. And it's Sunday and it's just after 9. 10 past 9. I'm down by the fueling quay here. A little spot I come down to in the evenings sometimes. And there's a boat there. So, lovely day, as you can see. Head down. Plane just coming into the airport there, airport of Nice. So I'm about 10k from home here, and just having a bit of coffee. Fast there. I've got the old Velo, the trusty off-road machine with the dodgy front disc, which I will get round to replacing. I have tried to bend it and it sort of works, but it goes back. It sort of doesn't, change is not permanent. This boat here is this funny looking thing with all the stuff on the above is for the parachutes. So you can go out on a parachute and they'll tow you along. There's the Marina Bay des Anges over there. I've covered in other videos. Yeah, so it's quite nice. I like to be out on a Sunday morning. I like to spend my free time being active. Otherwise, I mean, you're a long time dead. There's an enormous dragonfly there. Oh, a pair of them. Can't capture them too fast. So heading over to Antibes, I think, and it's all pretty flat. Sometimes get a headwind on the last stretch to Antibes, but it's no big deal. And it's not going to be that hot today. It's only maximum's only 26, I think, today, which is fine by me. It's when it gets above 30. It was like 34 a week or so ago. It was a little bit. At least on the bike, you've got you're making your own. Cheers. You're making your own breeze. I'll just pause it there. A bit further along the coast now. And just here, this is the River Lou, the mouth of the Lou, Bouche de Lou, literally the wolf. And we're just by the Hippodrome, which is the main, well, the only horse racing circuit course on the Côte d'Azur, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, that's where I've come from. Still not even 9:30. A few people swimming here on the beach. Hopefully the wind isn't too. A little bit of a breeze now. It's actually a tailwind for me at the moment. Obviously there'll be a headwind on the way back. And yeah, so the building you can see, big white thing in the trees, is part of the Marina Bay des Anges, which is the big apartment complex here. Quite a nice part of the coast, although it doesn't have the grand spectacular cliffs that we have going east from Nice towards Italy. This is in the opposite direction, this is west. Way back there are the mountains of the high mountains, the Alpes Maritimes, but it's hazy today. A bit further along now, past the Marina Bay des Anges, which is that big white complex in the distance. There's a very long flat stretch of beach here, not terribly crowded, as you can see. There's a few people, but it is August. It's one of the less crowded beaches because it's not really near a town, although we're quite close to Biot here. And in the distance is Antibes with the Fort Carré on the hill, protecting Antibes. It's quite an impressive fort, actually. I don't know, there's a little bit of breeze here, not much. Bit of cloud, bit of high cloud. There's the train going back to Nice and to Ventimiglia on the Italian border. So this part of the road last time on a Sunday I had the impression it was closed and just cyclists and pedestrians, but today it's definitely open. I thought the rule was all Sundays it was closed, but who knows? Who knows? Different rules now. As you can see, it's quite hazy. Quite hazy. Ooh, plenty of trains. So I head on to Antibes. Now arrived in Antibes. This is the obviously part of the marina. There's the town gates, the entrance to the ramparts of old Antibes. A little bit of a breeze. Nice day though. A few clouds around. Yeah. Heading to old Antibes. Here we are in Antibes. On the ramparts, on the old town. That's a little beach just beyond Antibes on the way, and that over there is Cap Antibes. Of course it is Cap Antibes. And I put my external mic on here. A little bit breezy. That over there with the flag on it is the Picasso Museum. It was originally a palace belonging to the Grimaldi family. Grimaldi's being the family that established Monaco. So yeah, not a bad little ride. It's only 20k. It's taken about an hour, including about 3 stops. And this was a road before, but it's all now pedestrianised. So it's quite nice, and they've got all these you could call it little plantings with all the cactus and stuff. And head in this direction is looking back to Nice. Hopefully the wind isn't a problem here with the mic. Yeah, a few big yachts out today. Not that busy. I was over in Beaulieu yesterday, and there were a hell of a lot of yachts, all anchored just off Cap Ferrat. It really was popular. Yeah, that's direction of the airport. That's the way I've come. Yeah, like you can see, it's pretty hazy. So yeah, this is the bit of the old town that sticks out right into the Med. Nice place to live, eh? Got brilliant views from these little balconies. I may head further down there. We'll see. Okay, so just a bit further on here. There's Antibes over there, and this is a sort of newer development in Antibes still, but outside the old town. And this is a memorial. I'm sure I've made a video here to a Captain Peter Churchill, who was landed here by a submarine during the time of the German occupation of France, and he landed to help lead the fight, the resistance against the occupying Germans. I'm not sure what happened to him in the end, but there's the French and the British flags flying together there. And quite windy, as you can see. I've got my little mic protector on because I think you need it here. Over there, yeah, there's another little beach. This is still Antibes, but if you keep going along this road, you get to Juan-le-Pin, and then you get to Gulf Juan, and eventually get to Cannes. I don't think I'm going to go that far today, though. It's not a bad place for a swim here either. Although I'm more of an evening swimming person myself. I went for a swim last night. It was beautiful. Around about 7:30, just our local beach. And I just like it in the evening. It's a bit more relaxed. It's quieter. The sun is down. It's not. The water is still the beautiful warm temperature. And in the winter here, the views of the peaks of the high Alp Maritime in Mercantor National Park over there are stunning. Normally they'll be snow-capped. If you come down here January, February, March, the views are, if you get a clear day, it's a fantastic view. You can't see them from Nice because they're hidden by the hills immediately behind Nice, but from here we're 20k by bike from Nice, and it makes a big difference. You'd see a lot further. So, if you ever come to Nice, then you have to visit Antibes. Very nice old town. Great little market in the old town. We go there a few times, and it's got the best cheese of any place we know. Last time we got a pecorino with truffles, which is just very, very good. These are the typical streets of the old part of Antibes. Just back in the old town now. There's a bigger shop there. It's not open yet. It's still pretty early. It's only 10:25 on a Sunday morning. Let's go up here, see how this new phone performs. So down there is the old covered market where we generally go when we're here. It looks pretty busy. There's the scene in the market. It's pretty busy. Pretty busy for a Sunday morning. In fact, most of Antibes is quite busy. It is August though, isn't it? Nice little town, Antibes. Very nice. Head down to the main square. I cannot remember what it's called. Past the boucherie. There's actually a very good English bookshop, but it's not in this street, it's in another street. And
those things I like lately.
yeah. So here in this square, next to the bandstand, is a market normally, but it's a Saturday market. It's generally bric-a-brac and all sorts of stuff. Sometimes something interesting, a few interesting coins or a knife or something like that. But yeah, today, nada. Little jazz band over there. Nice little bandstand. Cool. Last time we were here, we had a very nice lunch here in the square, and there was an accordion player who was singing. What's the French? La Vie Rosée. And he's playing his accordion, and we're sitting under the trees, eating our lunch here, having a beer. It was pretty nice and very, very French. You get the feeling we're sort of at the tail end of the summer season now. I mean, in the height of the season, this whole square is full. Almost. Okay, there's restaurants over there, and it is only 10:30, so obviously they haven't started the lunch rush yet. But, Yeah, it's nice, Antibes. I mean, there's a whole newer section of Antibes, but this part, the old town, the Vieille Antibes, which is the name of that bar on the corner, is the Vieille Antibes, the old Antibes. The English bookshop is up that street, over in that direction. Of course, Graham Greene lived here, and for quite a bit of his life, and he probably had it was a reasonable place to live. This part now is where sort of the old town sort of finishes up the end of this street, and then you have the more modern part of Antibes. Antibes, of course, founded by the Greeks, was known as Antipes, and that way is back down towards the marina. Down that way, there's a load of cafes and restaurants and things like that. I don't think I'm going to head that way, though. I'm going to head this way. I've left the velo, in case you're wondering. I've left the bike locked up by the market because it's a little bit difficult to. But too many people to cycle around here. There's the English bookshop, Antibes Books. Pretty good place. And we've got some second-hand stuff as well. New and cards and everything. Heading back up towards the market here. Dream of a Côte d'Azur. Oh, that one, I quite like that one with the sardines in it. And another one with sardines. Well known for its sardines, Côte d'Azur. That's quite pretty, quite elegant. It's actually the Hotel de Ville, the town hall, as we would say in English. That's the marché from the other end, and there's like a sort of craft market today. This is a temporary thing. All in all, it's very nice, is Antibes. Very nice place. And the old town really hasn't changed much. It's stuck out in a peninsula on the Med, so it's really, you know, its structure was, its layout is pretty much a medieval layout. You can see the traditional Provençal buildings here with the shutters and the eternal blue skies of Provence. That's a lie, by the way. We get some bad weather in the winter. We get days and days of rain. In general, it is quite a nice place, and I like the combination of the mountains and the sea. It's an ideal combination. That's one for sale up there. Apartment. Yeah, this is the main food market. It's really busy today. So we're on the outside of it now. There's actually quite a nice little bar on the other side of the market there. We've been a few times. I'm on my own today. Pretty busy. I can see the cheese guy, and I'm not going to get any cheese today. That's my wife's part of the business, deciding which cheese we buy. Still the market. It's busy. As you can see, pretty damn busy. I don't know why people bring their cars into here. Well, maybe some of them are the market traders. That's fair enough. these lovely little streets here. But the downside of this medieval sort of street plan is the traffic, which can be pretty horrendous. There's a line of traffic all trying to snake through past the market there. It's always like this, which is, well, in summer maybe the depths of winter not. Back by the marina now. That's the old town of Antibes, there behind the wall where we've just been. I've just been. This is a couple of people playing pétanque. A load of, I mean, the marina at Antibes is huge. I read somewhere it's the biggest in Europe, and there's a lot of mega yachts. Further down there is the Quai des Milliardaires, the billionaires' quay, which used to be public and you used to be able to walk down there, but they've, like everything in this world, gradually closed it off, and it's now got security, and you can't even walk along the quay. Such as the billionaires so frightened by the idea of being close to ordinary people, I guess. ordinary scum like us. But yeah, the rest of the marina, as you can wander around, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. There's the fort in the distance, Fort Quay. That's quite impressive. That's open to the public as well. This weather, it's gradually a few more clouds, and we have had some storms, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get some storms. Get a storm tonight maybe, although it wasn't forecast. There's the big wheel. It's only 5 to 11. I think I left home before it was about 8:45 or something. Yeah, nice little tour of Antibes. Anyway, hope you liked the video. So I was just on the way back, and then I thought I'd take a little detour around the fort. That's the fort up there behind. These are the walls. And here is the famous Quai des Milliardaires. This is where the mega yachts hang out, moored. And that is one right there. I don't know the name of it, but it's pretty big. Looks like they've got the tender garage open there, as you can see. And there's a few more. The ones over there moored with the big yellow buoys to the bow. That's the main quay there. And you used to be able to walk along it, but now, well, you can see them from here, but that's all, or from the other side, but you can't actually walk along the quay anymore. But this path looks like it's all recently been redone. I don't remember it being as organised as this last time. Anyway, that's just a little add-on to my tour of Antibes. I'll sort of head back now.